The fight against terrorism is one of the most complex challenges facing modern nations, and Niger is no exception. Situated in the Sahel, a region plagued by instability and insurgency, Niger faces the daunting task of safeguarding its sovereignty while countering the ever-present threat of terrorist activity. Recent developments highlight the significant strides made by the Nigerian army, which announced the neutralization of multiple terrorists and the interception of over a dozen individuals in a series of meticulously planned operations conducted in the western parts of the country, specifically in the Mossipaka and Ayorou areas. These operations demonstrate Niger's commitment to confronting the threat of terrorism head-on while protecting its citizens and stabilizing the region. The western part of Niger has long been a hotspot for terrorist activity, largely due to its geographical proximity to other conflict-ridden countries in the Sahel. This corridor has served as a route for extremist groups to transport arms, ammunition, and supplies, enabling their violent campaigns. The regions of Mossipaka and Ayorou are particularly significant because of their strategic locations. Serving as both a battleground and a logistical hub for armed groups, these areas have seen numerous attacks over the years, causing widespread fear and disruption to local communities. It is within this volatile environment that the Nigerian army has intensified its operations, focusing on dismantling logistical networks and targeting key players in terrorist operations. In the recent operations, the military neutralized several terrorists in direct engagements, underscoring the precision and efficiency of Niger's counter-terrorism strategy. Alongside these actions, the army intercepted more than a dozen individuals suspected of involvement in terrorist activities. While details regarding their affiliations are still emerging, these arrests are seen as a significant blow to terrorist groups operating in the region. The ability to capture individuals alive opens the door for valuable intelligence gathering, providing insights into the structure, plans, and tactics of these armed groups. Beyond the immediate impact of these arrests, the Nigerian army has demonstrated a proactive approach by targeting logistics networks that sustain terrorist operations. Among those detained were 4 individuals suspected of being traffickers linked to supply chains supporting armed groups. This strategic focus on logistics is critical. By disrupting supply lines, the military can weaken the operational capabilities of these groups, making it more difficult for them to regroup and execute attacks. The arrest of these traffickers highlights the Army's evolving understanding of the interconnected nature of terrorism, where logistics, financing, and recruitment are as critical as weapons and manpower. The operations in Mossipaka and Ayorou reflect a broader shift in Niger's counter-terrorism tactics. Historically, many countries in the Sahel region have focused on reactive measures, responding to attacks after they occur. However, Niger appears to be adopting a more proactive stance, aiming to prevent attacks before they happen by identifying and neutralizing threats at their source. This shift not only enhances national security, but also inspires confidence among the local population, who are often the primary victims of terrorist violence. Proactive measures are also a testament to the increasing capabilities of Niger's military, which has benefited from training programs and logistical support provided by international partners. Local communities play an essential role in the success of these operations. The support and cooperation of residents in affected areas are crucial for identifying suspicious activities and providing actionable intelligence. Niger's government and military have been actively working to strengthen relationships with these communities, emphasizing the shared goal of peace and stability. The recent successes in Mossipaka and Ayorou are likely a testament to these collaborative efforts, as the military relies on local knowledge to navigate the complex terrain and identify potential threats. In addition to military operations, Niger has been working closely with regional and international partners to address the root causes of terrorism. Poverty, unemployment, and lack of education are some of the factors that drive individuals toward extremist groups. Recognizing this, Niger has implemented programs aimed at improving infrastructure, providing economic opportunities, and enhancing access to education in vulnerable regions. For instance, initiatives to build schools and health centers in remote areas aim to alleviate the hardships that make communities susceptible to terrorist influence. While these efforts may take time to bear fruit, they are essential for breaking the cycle of violence and fostering long-term stability. The international community has also taken note of Niger's efforts and has provided support in various forms, including financial assistance, training programs for security forces, and intelligence sharing initiatives. The fight against terrorism in the Sahel is not just Niger's battle, it is a global challenge that requires coordinated efforts from multiple stakeholders. By demonstrating its resolve and effectiveness, Niger is positioning itself as a key player in the regional fight against extremism. Countries like France and the United States have been actively involved in supporting Niger's counter-terrorism initiatives, contributing to joint operations and providing advanced military equipment. As the dust settles from the recent operations, questions remain about the long-term implications of these arrests. Will they lead to the dismantling of major terrorist networks? Can the intelligence gathered from the detained individuals be used to prevent future attacks? These questions underscore the importance of maintaining momentum in counter-terrorism efforts while addressing the broader socio-political challenges that fuel instability. The long-term effectiveness of Niger's strategy will depend on its ability to integrate military victories with development-focused solutions. The success of these operations also serves as a morale boost for the Nigerian army and the nation as a whole. In a region often overshadowed by tales of violence and despair, stories of resilience and victory are a source of hope. They remind citizens that progress is possible, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. For the families and communities affected by terrorism, these developments provide a glimmer of reassurance. The sight of soldiers returning home after a successful mission is a powerful symbol of the state's commitment to their safety and well-being. It sends a clear message to terrorist groups that their actions will not go unanswered, and that the people of Niger will not be intimidated. The operations in Mossipaka and Ayorou are part of a larger narrative of resilience and determination. Niger, like many of its neighbors, faces significant challenges in its quest for peace and stability. However, the recent achievements of its armed forces demonstrate that progress is not only possible but achievable through strategic planning, collaboration, and unwavering resolve. These operations also highlight the growing importance of regional cooperation in countering the terrorist threat. Neighboring countries such as Mali, Burkina Faso, and Chad face similar challenges, and Niger's success could serve as a model for coordinated efforts across borders. As Niger moves forward, it will need to balance its military efforts with initiatives that address the root causes of extremism. By investing in education, healthcare, and economic development, Niger can create an environment where its citizens feel empowered and less vulnerable to the influence of extremist ideologies. Moreover, continued cooperation with regional and international partners will be crucial for sustaining the gains made in the fight against terrorism. The arrests and neutralization of terrorists in Mossipaka and Ayorou mark a significant milestone in Niger's counter-terrorism journey. They highlight the effectiveness of proactive measures and the importance of targeting logistical networks. More importantly, they serve as a reminder that the fight against terrorism is not just about military victories. It is about protecting lives, restoring hope, and building a future where peace and stability can flourish. If you find this content insightful and wish to stay updated on similar developments, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Your engagement helps us bring you more stories that matter. Together, let's continue to explore the resilience and determination shaping Niger and the wider Sahel region. Thank you for watching.